Hey everyone, it's Lydia Hill, and I am so happy to be here with I'm just breaking out a new program. So I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner. I've been practicing for 2 years. I recently moved from Vermont to Maine. I studied with Marissa Peer, and she's all over the internet. You may know her name, and she is a rapid transformational therapist who has been in the field for over 30 years. She's on Instagram, she's on Facebook, she's on I don't know all the others, YouTube for sure. She has many, many lovely YouTube videos that are so supportive and helpful for no matter what your issue is. Rapid transformational therapy is sort of the fast track to healing. It's the fast track to getting where you want to be. It's the fast track to changing sort of who you are. If you are someone who is a seeker and wants to change, you probably are if you're watching this video. So rapid transformational therapy is a support to talk therapy, but it also is very fast. It's very fast and effective. So check out Marissa Peer. She's been in the field for over 30 years, and she's established a school. She's not only a renowned speaker and a writer and a therapist, but she also has this school. She's a renowned teacher, and she teaches this RTT to people like me so that I can help people like you. I'm very, very excited because I've been working in the field of anxiety. I have worked with sleep. And some of you may have seen my sleep videos and my anxiety videos. I realized when I was working with sleep that the root cause of most often when you have sleep issues that are chronic is, part of that is anxiety. And I just recently realized that part of, I know I'm a little bit slow when it comes to putting things together, but underneath anxiety or wrapped up with anxiety is this whole notion of self-trust. We need to have a deep, deep, profound sense of self-trust and self-confidence in order to eradicate anxiety. If we do not have self-trust, a deep, deep belief, a self-belief in ourselves, then anxiety is going to percolate to the surface, right? Anxiety is going to show itself. And I think it's fascinating because it's all so intertwined. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is second guessing. So I am totally guilty of doing this. I can totally relate to this whole idea of second guessing ourselves. So, let me back up. One sign that you do have a lack of self-trust, wraparound self-trust, right? Like rock solid self-trust, is that you have a hard time making decisions. So let's say you're at a restaurant, right? You're sitting around, you're holding the menus, you're looking at everything looks good. And let's say money's not an issue, right? Sometimes we decide that money's going to be the deciding factor and we pick the cheapest thing because we can't afford anything else. Or maybe there's some dietary restrictions, in which case that might make it a little bit easier for you to decide because you can eliminate things right away. But it also might make it harder because there aren't the things on the menu that you can eat. But taking all of that away, you're with some friends, and you can't decide. And, somebody says like, oh, let's share some apps. Let's get some appetizers and we'll share them. Let's do that. So you look at the wings and you look at the mozzarella sticks and you look at the tortilla chips with cheese and chicken, whatever. But you can't decide and everyone's chatting and you defer. You decide you don't have the self-trust to offer your opinion, you defer to others. And sometimes there is merit to compromise. That's certainly part of life. We all need to make compromises. But are you compromising? Are you putting that spin on it because you're really fooling yourself? You're tricking yourself into thinking that you compromise. But in fact, you lack the self-trust. That's because you probably lack the sense of self-worth. And that's because you don't think that you're enough. So all of these things have plagued me over the years. I did share a story in another video about having a really hard time it was one example among many of how I had a hard time, choosing something. It was my decision. It was my decision to choose. And and mine alone, I was picking wallpaper and I just couldn't make a decision. It was like way too overwhelming for me. Anyway, the work I do is called Rapid Transformational Therapy, and I am here to help women with who are stuck in their marriages to make the big decision to stay or go. That's a big decision, and we all need help with that. That's, you can talk to your friends, but at the end of the day, you need a deep and abiding sense of self-trust. You need a deep and abiding sense of self-worth. You need to be confident. You cannot be anxious about that. You need to be absolutely sure. And like I was saying earlier, rock solid self-trust is a must for making a big decision like that. So what we do is we have sort of an intake, which is 30 minutes of my just taking everything down. I absolutely listen to you. I listen to everything that you have to say. And then we set up a time to have a very powerful and deep 2-hour session together where I do some hypnosis. And hypnosis is basically you're still in charge, but you're just going into a slightly different state. And it's sort of like, if you drive somewhere and you all of a sudden you're at work and you don't believe you're actually there because you were on autopilot. That's kind of what that is. So we do this hypnosis and we go back to find the ways the time when you established those limiting beliefs, those negative beliefs. And then I give you a very powerful, beautiful, powerful recording that you listen to. The brain requires 21 days to adopt a new habit. So we work together, and then you take this recording that I make for you, a powerful recording that you listen to, and your brain takes in, it just soaks in like lotion on dry skin. Your brain soaks in these messages that are healthy and positive. And over time, you begin to adopt them, you begin to internalize them, you begin to digest them, and they percolate into your brain. And so you change, your beliefs change, you shift. It's a shift that you make so we eradicate the limiting beliefs and we plant these positive beliefs that support you to make your decision. So if this is interesting to you, please let me know. I'm on Facebook, Lydia Hill. I have a website, which is lydiahillhypnotherapy.directory. And I'm now signing people up for this amazing new program, which is helping. My little Facebook group is called Eradicating Self-Doubt and Anxiety. But what I've realized is that self-trust is really, really key. And there's a very fine line here. Like you may think that we're splitting hairs, but self-trust is very different. And I'm so excited about this because it goes deeper than confidence. I feel like confidence is sort of a superficial, social, external quality that, we all love to have, of course. But self-trust is deeper, and self-trust is foundational, and self-trust is linked completely to valuing ourselves and believing that we are enough. I would love to work with you. Please subscribe below, and I will put a link to my Facebook group and to me so that you can message me. I'd love to see. You can also contact me through my website. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.